Hi, this is Angela Moorad at OMazing Kids AAC Consulting. This video is going to show you how you can create your own interactive books within the GoTalk Now app. This could be done in any version of this app. Just be aware that if you're using the free Lite version, that always is limited to just one communication book with up to 5 pages. So ideally you want to use either GoTalk Now or GoTalk Now Plus so you have an unlimited number of books and unlimited number of pages, of course limited only by how much memory you have available on that particular iPad. So here I'm going to show you, I'm going to go into player mode, what I created for Sesame Street Bubbles Bubbles book. It was always a hit with several of my patients. I lost count of how many copies of this book I gave out over the years. Usually got them for $1 at Dollar Tree. Would add symbols to them, page fluffers so they're easy to turn. It's a board book, very simple, and has rhyming text. So here I'm going to go into player mode. And so up here, I've created a hotspot, and I'll show you how to do this in a bit. So when I tap on the title, it's going to read that.
Bubbles, bubbles.
I'm going to turn the page. I'm going to tap down here. And so here's a tappable area here and here. You can make these invisible like I have, or you can make them be highlighted.
Bubbles, bubbles on my nose. Nose. Bubbles, bubbles on my toes.
So next page.
Bubbles, bubbles in my hair. Bubbles, bubbles everywhere.
And so I made the hair be a button.
Hair.
So those are hot spots.
Bubbles, bubbles float on top. Bubbles, bubbles, pop, pop, pop.
Okay, so that all of that I've showed so far are the action is just using recorded speech, and I recorded that. I've also on this particular page made a hot spot here, here, I think here, and for sure up here. When I tap these areas, what I did is I made a recording of a bubble popping app, made a very short video clip, saved that on my camera roll, and so watch what happens now. I'm going to tap over here in this big area. And so it plays that very short video clip. I'm going to tap here. Up here at top. And then I think I have one hidden here. Yep. So that makes that extra fun. And then I have text here and here.
Bubbles, bubbles fly so high. Count 1, 2, 3 as they go by.
And then here and here.
Bubbles, bubbles are such fun. Bubbles, bubbles for everyone.
All right, so now I'm going to do a 3-finger swipe down to get out of this. And I'm going to go into editor mode. And so where you see these kind of purplish looking boxes, those I added by tapping over here. I'm going to just swipe through real quick and so you can see. So those all have hotspots. That one has the most, and some are text, me reading, and some are the videos. So each of those I created hotspots. So now I'm going to go show you how I actually created this. So in order to make a new book, you're going to tap down here on the title, tap up here on the plus, create a new book. I'm just going to title this one Bubbles Book. Create. And so page editor, this will be what you will see In order to get that visual scene option, you need to go down here, tap the plus, tap Add Blank Scene Page. So now I'm going to go over here on this sheet pile, and I'm going to tap on Edit, and I'm going to get rid of that first page because I don't need that one. So now I just have my visual scene. I'm going to delete out this text because I don't really need that, and it's distracting. And I'm going to go over here, and if I want to change my page background color, I usually use black to make it high contrast, but you can choose whatever color you want. And then it just walks you through really how to do this. So it says tap here to set the image that will be used for the background of the scene. So I already have these saved on my camera roll from Photo Library. And so there's the cover of the book. And you can pinch and drag it. In order to get that white off, you can use an online photo editing where you can remove that so it's just the cover and not that white background. Then you tap over here and you can resize these. Oh, back over here, I usually lock this image. That way this background image doesn't move around as you resize this. So now I'm going to tap here on this shaded area, and I'm going to set action. And this is where you'll record whatever you want to record. Bubbles, bubbles.
Bubbles, bubbles.
Okay, so that one's done. And then I can add another one here and add a blank scene page. So same thing, going to go over here, adjust my background color. You could leave it that blue. I just usually like to use that particular color. Same thing, go in here. If you wanted to title the pages, you can. I usually tend to not do that for interactive activities or books, so I make this as simple of interface as possible. So I'm going to tap here again, and so my first page, and so see, you can resize this, you can move it on the screen once you get it how you want it. Then go over here and lock image. Go back over here, and that's where you make your hotspots. You can place them anywhere, resize them, and then just tap that action. So if I was going to make one for the bubbles to pop them, so say I wanted to make that one be that. Set action, scroll over here, video, choose video, and I always do it from saved on my camera's iPad camera roll. I don't tend to have very much space left on Dropbox to be saving videos. And so then here's where I have this, and you can make this be as long or short as you want to, and you can play it here. Like that. Okay, so you just keep building it till you have all the pages that you want. I'm going to show you really quick what this looks like now.
Bubbles, bubbles.
So there's that video. And in order to get this interface cleaner, less buttons on there, I'm going to 3-finger swipe down. I'm going to go over here into settings. I'm going to toggle off, no, I want that. Leave on the navigation button and the home button, but let's get rid of everything else. So now that just leaves the home button and your paging button. And that's as easy as that. Depending on how complicated they are, I always back up things that I create just in case your iPad were to crash, you have them saved. So hope this helps give you some ideas on how to use GoTalk Now to create interactive books.